Good evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Grant Olson is away this evening. I'm Jefferson Robbins. There was no shortage of news overnight, including a death by gunfire and a subsequent manhunt in the East Wenatchee area. First, a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. A Kenroy Elementary School portable classroom was destroyed in a weekend fire that apparently started in the structure's attic. County jails are hoping the state will approve a study and a task force aimed at improving their facilities and their management. And 2 people are dead following a daylight auto crash on a rural highway outside of Ephrata. But now our top story this evening. Authorities are investigating a fatal shooting that took place early this morning just outside East Wenatchee. Police say a 23-year-old Rock Island man is dead and 3 people are now sought as suspects. The incident allegedly took place around 1:18 in the morning at this intersection on South Union Avenue near Pangbourne Memorial Airport. But the male victim, identified as Elias A. Mora Ontiveros, was brought by private vehicle to the 200 block of Grant Road in East Wenatchee, where police were flagged down and rescue personnel were summoned. Authorities say Mora died at Central Washington Hospital in Wenatchee from a gunshot wound to his torso. Police said this afternoon the shooting appeared to stem from a verbal argument and there was no larger threat to the public. 3 possible persons of interest were being sought today in relation to the shooting, but Douglas County Under Sheriff Tyler Kale said no one had yet been taken into custody. The investigation into Mora's killing is ongoing. Well, a fire damaged a Kenroy Elementary School portable in East Wenatchee on Sunday. At 2:39 p.m., the Wenatchee Valley Fire Department received a report of a commercial fire at the school on the 600 block of North Jonathan Avenue. The fire is believed to have started in the attic of the portable building, and the cause of the fire is undetermined, according to Wenatchee Valley Fire Department spokesperson Kay McKellar. The portable is likely a total loss, and the Eastmont School District said the classroom was used for intervention support for students, and fencing is being installed to restrict access to the area. There were no injuries. Well, a proposal in Washington's planned state budget could lead to updates and improvements for county jails. Counties face several obstacles in maintaining and operating their aging jails. Chelan County's detention facility was built in 1982. In a county board meeting today, Commissioner Kevin Overbay told his peers the new budget could pay for a statewide study and create a jail modernization task force.
We're starting to see a lot of antiquated jails because most of them are about the same time frame where the state made a big push to put these facilities out, and now they're upwards of 40 plus years old. So we're hopeful that the entire proviso that creates a jail study and the jail modernization task force is included in the operating budget. So that's still something that's still kind of hanging out there over the next week or 2.
Now, intoxication may have been a factor in a fatal 2-car crash near Ephrata that left 2 dead and 4 people injured. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says about 11 a.m. on Saturday, a 2002 Volkswagen Jetta driven by 18-year-old Cesar Toribio Balderas Jr. of Moses Lake was eastbound on Baird Springs Road Northwest and either did not stop at the stop sign at Sagebrush Flats Northwest or failed to make sure the intersection was clear. The Jetta crashed into a 2020 Chevy Silverado driven by 49-year-old Ryan Reinhardt of Chelan. Both vehicles rolled at least once down an embankment, and the Silverado hit a wooden utility pole. 2 of the passengers of the Jetta, 23-year-old DJ E. Troop of Spokane and 18-year-old Maya K. Avila of Ephrata, were pronounced dead at the scene. The Sheriff's Office says Balderas may have been driving while impaired. Well, when we come back, an alleged provider of controlled substances to Wenatchee Valley teenagers is formally charged. The Grant County PUD wants input from the users of its recreational sites along the Columbia River and elsewhere. And a Wenatchee man is accused of stealing a motorcycle last week and then using it to run over the rightful owner. I'm Jefferson Robbins, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Water is essential to living. From clean drinking water for good health to clean water for your pool or spa. Central Washington Water, your water experts. With whole home water filtration systems for your home's best water. Products and supplies to keep your pool and spa water crystal clear. To a full parts department. Count on Central Washington Water for expert help. Shop screen to screen. Come in or call about a backyard consultation. Central Washington Water, your water care professionals.
Coming this May to the stunning mountain town of Leavenworth, Washington, imagine Rotary Reimagined, a new way to conference. Imagine you here experiencing the live community impact event, the Team Design Challenge, life-changing presentations from mountaineering legend Ed Viesters and Olympic gold medalist Keegan Randall, a private concert appearance by the award-winning Paperboys. Imagine the impact of reimagining Rotary for good and for all. Coming May 19th through the 21st. Register today for discounted pricing at rotaryreimagined.com.
In the market for an RV? Do not buy any RV before you shop Click It RV. Because Click It RV has just acquired over 300 2022 fifth wheels, travel trailers, toy haulers, and motorhomes. And everyone is just $199 over invoice. And take advantage of 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and low interest financing. Plus guaranteed lowest price and lifetime warranty. So don't miss the Click It RV Do Not Buy sale. Going on now at all 5 locations, including right here in Moses Lake.
I'm Jenny Rojanasatian, host of Network TV, and I'm looking for you, our next guest, to come on air live at the NCWLIFE studios. We would love to feature your business, organization, or nonprofit and share about the work or innovation happening inside of your organization. It's super easy to come on air. You just need to send us an email. info@ncwtech.org. That's info@ncwtech.org.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. The 22-year-old suspected of distributing cannabis vape oil to high school students in Wenatchee and Leavenworth is now charged with 2 felonies. Blake William Wallace of Wenatchee was arrested last Tuesday by the Columbia River Drug Task Force. He's now charged with 2 counts of distributing a controlled substance to minors. Detectives say they put Wallace under surveillance after learning that he was buying nicotine and cannabis products from retail stores and then selling them to teens in Wenatchee and Leavenworth at higher prices. Wallace allegedly advertised such products through videos such as these on his Instagram account. He remains held in the Chelan County Regional Justice Center on $25,000 bail. Well, Grant PUD employees will be looking to gather feedback from visitors to the utility's 19 recreation areas. A survey team aims to collect 600 to 800 responses for data on how to improve visitor experience. The survey happens every 3 years and will be the first full summer survey since before the COVID-19 pandemic. Grant PUD is encouraging all visitors at recreation sites approached by the survey team to take 15 minutes and speak with them and offer other feedback to make future visits better. The survey will launch in March. 4 Wenatchee police officers have been legally exonerated in the shooting death of a California man. 32-year-old Zachary C. Rutherford was shot and killed last June in a confrontation with police on Western Avenue after officers responded to a burglary report. There they found Rutherford armed with a knife and opened fire with handguns after Rutherford approached them with the weapon in hand. The report by the North Central Washington Special Investigation Unit says the officers only used deadly force after tasers and less lethal projectile rounds failed to stop Rutherford. Chelan County Prosecutor Robert Sealby reviewed the findings. He said Friday the use of force appears legally justified and no police will face criminal charges. This was the second deadly force incident to take place in 2022 involving Wenatchee police officers. Well, a Wenatchee man who allegedly stole a motorcycle last week and then used it to run over the rightful owner 4 days later is in jail and suspected of several criminal offenses. Wenatchee police said 30-year-old Gustavo Banuelos Gonzalez was caught on video April 10th, stealing a 2015 Honda Grom from a residence in the 500 block of North Chelan Avenue. But that wasn't the end of the story. The owner allegedly saw Banuelos with the motorcycle in the Wenatchee Safeway parking lot on Friday and confronted him. When he did, police say Banuelos struggled with the owner and finally drove the bike into him while fleeing the store. Police caught up with Banuelos in the 800 block of South Chelan Avenue. He faces possible charges including hit and run, possessing a stolen vehicle, first-degree robbery, and assault. Now you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, rather than voting on their own salaries, the Wenatchee City Council and the mayor will now have their pay set by an appointed commission. We'll have full details on the new structure adopted by the city last week, and just ahead in weather, a very slow warm-up happening through the end of the week. Dan Kuntz will have all the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That, plus Eric Granstrom with sports, still to come. Please stay with us.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Hi everybody, Dan Kuntz alongside Jesse Coble from Alpine Air. There's ice on my heat pump and under my heat pump.
Well, ice under your heat pump is normal. When we go into a defrost cycle, it melts the frost off, creates water, which freezes to the ground. Ice around your heat pump is a thing that you should probably give us a call about.
Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air for heat and air. Call Alpine Air. Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks.
Watch Vibrant Living, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Find out about programs and activities for ages 50 and over, and meet amazing seniors who contribute to our community. New episodes Sundays at 1:30 p.m., replayed throughout the week on the NCWLIFE channel.
Hello, television family. Grab your cup of coffee each weekday morning and join me. I'm Dan Kuntz, the host of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's everything you need to start your day. We're live and we're local at 7 a.m. every weekday on the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. The City of Wenatchee will now have a 3-member commission to set the salaries for its elected officials, rather than allowing those officials to vote on their own rate of pay. City Council member Mark Koulas proposed the legislation last month, and on Thursday the Council adopted it unanimously. Human Resources Director Carrie Page laid out how the new commission will work.
Members must be a resident of the city as well as Chelan County and a registered voter as well. They will have no affiliation with the city organization or via family members as well. The mayor will appoint members to the commission subject to city council approval. Members will serve a 3-year term with the exception of the initial startup term, which will be a staggered 1, 2, and 3-year term. No member may serve more than 2 terms, whether that's consecutively or not. The Salary Commission will meet at minimum in September of each year. The quorum will be 3 members, and 2 members will be sufficient for action. The Salary Commission will file a salary schedule for council members with the city clerk by October 15th of each year, and any increase or decrease will be incorporated into the city budget without further action from the city council. If there is an increase, that will take effect the first of the following year, January 1, and any decrease would take effect at the beginning of the next subsequent term of office.
I've actually been approached by someone who I think would be a great member to actually join the Salary Commission, so I think I'll be able to find 2 or 3 folks relatively quickly to get in front of you, maybe even in the next 6 weeks or so.
It's kind of a relief, I think, sitting here, just doing what we're supposed to be doing.
And Carrie mentioned a finance committee today that of our comparable cities that we use for salaries and stuff, she thinks about half are currently using the commission.
Correct.
As opposed to the other way.
Dan Coons filling in for Grant Olson, who'll be back tomorrow, by the way. Congratulations to Grant. In case you missed it earlier, he, of course, won the men's division of the Boston Marathon today. Personal best time for Grant, 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 12 seconds. He'll tell you all about it tomorrow. Taking a look at from our McNeil Canyon camera, looking out just over the ridge in a beautiful Lake Chelan. Obviously, they haven't filled up the bathtub yet. They'll get to it, but the lake is still low. It's still spring, and it's still cold. An unseasonably cold spring continues. Only 54 today. Our normal high is 61 degrees, now 62 degrees. Can you believe that? And we almost set a record low temperature today, right down to that freezing mark. And guess what? That's not out of the realm of possibility for some overnight lows as we get deeper in the week. The big story, again, is going to be much cooler than normal temperatures. 85 back in 1988. I wish. Obviously, we had no rain over the last couple of days, and we're still getting about 2.5 minutes of additional daylight each day as we get deeper and deeper into spring, but it feels more like mid-March than mid-April. That's just what we're dealing with, folks. We've only hit 60 degrees once this spring. Can you believe that? Tomorrow's highs, again, about 8 to 10 degrees below normal. Pretty chilly out in the basin, 54 in Ephrata, 54 in Moses Lake, Wenatchee 53. Lake Wenatchee will be lucky to get to 50 degrees. And again, our normal high is 62, and that pattern is going to continue for the foreseeable future, I'm afraid. And Ellensburg still hasn't hit 60 degrees this year. Let's take a look at the map. There's that cold air that's seeping down. It's a trough of cold air that came down over the weekend. You probably felt it. We didn't get to 60 on Saturday or Sunday for that matter. And that cold air is going to stay right here in the Wenatchee Valley. We could even see some light snow. Snow level is going to get dipped down to about 800 feet. If you're driving in the mountain passes, you could see a little bit of light snow. Could even see some in the Wenatchee foothills as we go through Tuesday. Again, 34 for the overnight low. Our normal overnight low is 41 degrees. Cold air. It's great for my yard, not so great for my trees. It hasn't budded out yet. And again, below normal temperatures, that cold air is going to be trapped right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Nobody is going to be warming up until we get to the weekend. We get to Wednesday, and we start seeing maybe a little bit of wind. Wind will be off and on. Hit and miss showers not out of the question throughout the forecast period, with the exception of Friday. If you want to avoid the rain altogether, Friday will be your best bet for nothing but sunshine, a little breezy and a little cool, but we will be dry for sure on Friday, as you see there, looking really good. And we'll warm up to 58, which is still below normal. And by the time we get to the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, up to the lower 60s we go. But the trade-off is going to be what it was last weekend, slightly warmer temperatures, but not a lot of sunshine. We're going to see a kind of hit and miss. The clouds and the sun will do a little tug-of-war over the weekend. By the time we get to Sunday, the sun will have the upper hand. Again, below normal temperatures right through the forecast period. One more look. Again, high today of 54 degrees. That is well below normal. That's 8 degrees below normal. Close to the freezing mark again. Close to an overnight low, record overnight low tonight. Not real warm on Tuesday, not real warm on Wednesday. Again, we can't rule out a hit and miss shower, some light rain possible for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday looks high and dry, a little bit warmer, and then the clouds will roll back in. On Saturday and Sunday, we'll warm up a little bit, but we still are going to see high temperatures and low temperatures below normal, well below normal in many locations. At your forecast on this Monday, still to come, sports with Eric Granstrom. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At Prestige Senior Living, we celebrate life at every age. From our cognitive and fall reduction programs to our focus on life enrichment and wellness, we help our residents maintain independence while nurturing mind, body, and spirit. Residents also enjoy a wide variety of amenities and services, including restaurant quality dining, housekeeping, a full calendar of events, and so much more. To learn more or to schedule a tour, visit us at prestigecare.com or call the number on your screen. We can't wait to show you around.
Getting ready for the boating season is easy with the help of Bob File Boats and Motors. With marine technology changing fast, the service department stays up to date with the newest developments and factory certifications. They have what it takes to make boating fun and hassle-free for the season. Speaking of hassle-free, now's the time to get your boat ready for summer. Remember that starter that wouldn't start or trailer lights that didn't work? Don't be left on shore. Call Bob File's service department today and get ready for summer fun.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Monday to you. Make that 39 straight home games without a loss for the Penticton V's after taking both games against Wenatchee over the weekend. The Interior Conference semifinal playoff series began Friday at South Okanagan Event Center and was scoreless until the second period when scoring phenom Parker Murray put a charge into the Wild's chances. The V's would answer back and take game one 3-1. Austin Drade had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
Backside, Samoza slides it back to Littler. DePasco looking over his right shoulder. Gasparini cycles it across as the crowd drops down a few boos on the officials. Chance from Murray, the Wild put it away. They score on the 5-on-3. Murray with the initial shot. Did Samoza get it the last touch? It is Parker Murray, his 13th goal of the postseason. It sneaks through, and the Wild sneak into the 1-0 lead. For the V's, they come over the blue line on time. Nifty pass to the legs. Josh Nadeau, nothing there. Jousted onto the stick of Marshall. Wild trying to get this one out of the zone. Played back to Josh Nadeau, sent toward the net. Stick in the shooting lane from Hayduk, but it got blocked right back to him. Sent it back door, and the V's scored to tie it. It's 1-1. Forehand flutter down to the near corner. First one there is Poolman. Jams it back out for Josh Nadeau. And they drive it ahead. Bradley Nadeau trying to catch the Wild on the penalty kill, and they do. Left wing, Bradley Nadeau, forehand chance from the circle. He scores. It's 2-1 Penticton. Samoza looking for a pass to make. Sends it back door. Murray with a rip and a save made by DePasquo. Against Jackson Nieuwendyk, the first playoff matchup ever between the Wild and the V's. And we've had ourselves a classic here tonight. Rolled ahead, Spencer Smith sends it toward the empty net from the right half wall. He scores. It is 3-1. Lifts it out to center. Hayduk gives chase, down a 2, down a 1, and Penticton takes game one. And South Okanagan Event Center, 44 shots. And the V's score the 3-1 victory.
Andy Vlaha, busy guy in net, stopping 41 of 43 shots against on the night. Penticton up 1-0 in the best-of-7 series. Game 2 would be Saturday. And one of those nights where Penticton reminded the BCHL fans why they were the best team in the league all season and how they could have a 39-game home winning streak, downing Wenatchee 7-0. Ouch. The V's scored 3 goals over a 5+ minute span of the first and would set the tone for the night.
It had not have been a bad penalty for David Hayduk to take. You don't want to be in a position where you have to take a penalty. Sometimes you have to, though, and you take it gladly. Up top, Jurasevich over to the left point. Back out high for Jurasevich. One-timer, left wing, Bradley Nadeau, and that one momentarily felling Travis Bonnet. Left point, Nadeau through the left wing circle, going back door, fanning on it, no! They got it back out to Siniev, and he scores on the one-timer, and the Bees strike first. It's 1-0. Near hash mark, pinned into the wall was Berger, sent across, and the first one there is Niedermeyer. Back out to the left point for Bradley Nadeau. Flip toward the net, goes back door instead. Tinling in front, looking to tuck it in, and they scored. Tinling right on the doorstep, found a man, and the Bees have made it 2-0. Striped blue and white down the sleeves, all the way past the elbows as well. Left point, Niedermeyer, back out high. Niedermeyer risks it toward the net, batted down, glove save, no control. Second one pitched in, and they score. The Bees for the second chance marker. It's 3-0. Down to 9 seconds to play, and the Penticton fans come to their feet for a 2-0 V's series lead.
Yeah, Wenatchee has a lot of work to do. The series shifts now to the Town Toyota Center for Game 3 tomorrow night. Of course, it was on home ice with the Wild Hand in Penticton one of its 4 losses on the season. Tickets for the 6 o'clock game can be found on NCWLIFehockey.com. The Seattle Kraken are headed for Denver for their first ever NHL Stanley Cup playoff series starting tomorrow night. That's where they'll meet the Colorado Avalanche in Game 1 of the first round best-of-7 series. The Kraken and Avalanche met 3 times during the regular season, with Seattle winning 2 of 3. Each game close. The Kraken winning the first meeting October 21st, 3-2 on the road. Colorado returned the favor in Seattle January 21st in a 2-1 shootout. Kraken won the last meeting in Denver March 5th, 3-2 in overtime. They'll drop the puck at Ball Arena 7 o'clock tomorrow night. It's on ESPN, or if you want that local bent on the coverage, it's on Root Sports Northwest. Seattle Mariners completed a 3-game sweep of Colorado Sunday at T-Mobile Park, 1-0 with a game that was all about pitching. Luis Castillo was perfect through 6 innings while striking out 9 to improve to 2-0 on the season. Jared Kelenic provided the offense and the defense in the series finale.
Jared Kelenic, and Bud Black's going to bring in a left-hander, face J.K. That is a ring the bell right there. Waving him on. Here comes Ty France. The throw to the plate. Bobbled by the catcher. Ty scores. Everybody else holds. Mariners lead 1-0. Jared Kelenic. Hey now.
Really good piece of hitting, 3-1. Gets a fastball down in the middle of the plate, and he likes that.
Top of the order, Jerickson profile. And Bloper's got a warrant for Profar, breaking up the perfecto here on a 2-2 pitch. And the fans acknowledge Luis's work. Well deserved. The pinch hitter, Elias Diaz, coming up. 2 out, tying run at second. Oh, that's a problem. Kelenic makes the play! Oh, did he save this ball game or what?
Wow.
He's had a wonderful game, defensively, offensively, all around. Right on the money. Another guy you want to keep in the yard, Charlie Blackmon. 3-2, Seawald to Blackmon, 2 out, 1-0 Mariners. Got him! And the Mariners are at 500 at 8-8 and 5-5 at home.
This is just a great series win, a sweep of the Colorado Rockies when the Mariners needed it most, and they called upon their pitching today. Luis Castillo answered that call.
Seattle welcomes Milwaukee to town tonight. The game broadcast on Root Sports Northwest. Well, it's a beautiful night for racing Saturday at Wenatchee Valley Super Oval. The 2023 season got underway with 4 classes of racing. Highlight of the night, the 60-lap Tommy Wentz Classic for the Tri-State Hobby Stocks and local Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning Thunder Cars. East Wenatchee's Seth Frazier grabbed the checkered flag, followed by Yakima's Richard Peters and East Wenatchee's Dale Winterberg. Donovan Stevens was able to hold off Garrett Evans to win the Rockstar Energy B-Mod 50-lap main event. Quincy's Glenn Knutson was 3rd. Wenatchee's Jay Evans picked up right where he left off from his track championship a year ago in the Plum Perfect Roadrunners by taking 1st in the main event. Soap Lake's Eddie Razy was held off East Wenatchee's Jason Walker for 2nd. The future of racing was on display with the Zero Handicap Youth Roadrunners. First race of the season, that is. Checkered flag fell for Marysville's Preston Brandt. Wenatchee's Kyson Knuff and Caleb Gill finished 2-3 respectively. Super Oval will be a busy place this Friday and Saturday. It's a spring sizzle. Leonard Evans 150. Gates open Friday at 4:30. Racing at 6 for the Northwest Focus Midgets. Angels Bail Bonds Bandoleros. Say that 3 times fast. Jerry's Auto Supply Pro Late Model Spring Sizzle 100. Gates will open Saturday at 3:30. Racing at 5 for the Bandos, Northwest Focus Midgets, Northwest Legends Wenatchee Cup, and Northwest Super Late Models Leonard Evans 150. Holy cow, that's a lot. All right, that's Sports. Jefferson, back to you.
Eric, thank you so much. That's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or our website, NCWLIFE.com. And we would like to hear from you if you see news happening. Send us an email, news@NCWLIFE.com, or call 888-6295. I'm Jefferson Robbins. Grant Olson will be back with you tomorrow evening. Thanks so much for being with us.